What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm going to do another one of these top 5 reasons to buy in 2019 videos, whatever. I don't even have a name for these anymore. And the phone we're looking at today is the iPhone 7. So I've done one for the iPhone 6s, and I kind of did one for the Galaxy S7 as well, but I kind of want to keep this a trend going because these are super short videos that really only look at the positives of a phone and what it pretty much brings to the table. And with the iPhone 6s, I said it was a great phone still, and I believe with the iPhone 7, it's just like another step up. So we're going to look at the top 5 reasons as to why you should pick up an iPhone 7 in 2019. If you currently own one, then obviously keep it, but if you own an older phone, obviously you can go and upgrade too. But the first thing I want to hit on would definitely be the body. This phone doesn't feel like a cheap phone at all, and I've said the same thing with the iPhone 6s. It still feels like a very, very premium phone, like even like the iPhone XR. Like, yes, the XR has like glass on the back and everything, but it doesn't feel like a cheap phone. The iPhone 7 does not feel like a cheap phone either. It really has that build quality that just screams premiumness, and because of that, that's definitely one of the biggest pros for a phone like this. Now, the next thing would definitely be a mixture of two things. So I want to say Force Touch, that's definitely a feature. I didn't say that for the 6s, but this phone does have it, and I've recently seen rumors that Apple is actually going to eliminate Force Touch on future iPhones, so that could technically be a feature for the iPhone 7. So that's one humongous thing to keep in mind. So with the iPhone 7, keep in mind it is getting Force Touch, so that's one thing. The other thing though would definitely be software support. This phone is still going to be getting software support for many, many years now. It's definitely getting iOS 13. It's probably end up going to get iOS 14 as well. Now at that point, it could get iOS 15. We really have no future proof whether it is or it isn't, but if I had to guess, I would probably say that it is going to get iOS 15. But again, we're so far out there that I'm definitely going to bet on it that it's getting 13 and 14. So you're still getting many versions of iOS after that. Now this next thing is actually quite interesting. It's IP certification. Now this phone was the first iPhone to really ever bring an IP certification on it. They said that the iPhone 6s was like water resistant, this and that, but it really didn't have any certification, whereas on the iPhone 7 you do have that certification, which is freaking amazing. So you can easily go and dip this in water, I think 1 meter of water for 30 minutes, so that's awesome. Even some new phones that just came out like the OnePlus 7 Pro, that phone doesn't even have IP certification. People do say it's waterproof or whatever, but we don't really know. It's not certified. This phone does have that capability, which is awesome. This next thing would definitely be the speed of the iPhone 7. The iPhone 7 does not feel like a cheap phone, like I said, with a body, but it doesn't feel like it's a slow performing phone at that either. This phone can definitely handle whatever you're going to throw at it, whether it's huge intensive games or even slow games, whatever. The Apple A10 chip that this thing has is really a beast at the end of the day. It's probably it could hiccup here and there depending on how much stuff you have in the background, but in terms of my usage, the iPhone 7 was definitely a pretty premium phone in terms of the speed of it. Now this next thing is kind of interesting, okay, and a lot of you guys might not even know this, but I kind of wanted to see what differences that this phone brought that the past iPhones didn't really bring. And the last thing I want to hit on would definitely be the dual speaker setup that the iPhone 7 brought. So it has a single facing speaker on the bottom, but also the earpiece doubles as a speaker as well. So you were technically able to like have a dual speaker setup of a phone without really having like dual front facing speakers. There's like almost a single one if you guys know, but because of that, it just allows you to be consumed with your media even more, so you can easily just go and get immersed into the gameplay, get immersed into these things, and that is definitely one of the best things about this phone as well, and that pretty much covers it up. Like, I didn't want to look at the negative sides of this phone. If you want a full in-depth review of how this thing held up in 2019, you can always go look at my double I SWI that I did earlier this year. That breaks down pretty much this whole entire phone, the pros, the cons, the everything. So if you want to look at that, you can always look back at my channel, but man, that is pretty much it. If you have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.